Hi everyone, welcome back to Jessie on the Go. I am just back from my 9-day stay in Japan. My daughter and I traveled across the world from Maryland all the way over to Japan for 9 days with her school's like travel club, and we used EF tours, Education First tours. So I might just do a separate video on my thoughts on EF tours if you guys are interested. But I wanted to do a follow-up to my overpacking video that I posted before the trip, where I shared everything that I'm going to pack, and I admitted that I was an overpacker, and a lot of people agreed with me. Some people said, no, I'm right with you. I overpack, plan for anything and everything, and some people were like, you got too much. There's some redundancy here. And I did listen to a few of you, and I removed some things from my bag before we went, and I regretted both of them. So I'm just gonna start with the two things that I removed from my backpack and didn't bring with me that I wish I had. The first thing was this fan, because I had my own little personal fan as well. And this is the stroller fan. This one was bigger and bulkier, and I was just like, oh, like, maybe I don't need two fans. Am I being too crazy? So I talked myself out of bringing this, and I wish I did. I wish I did. I had already owned it. It wasn't like I bought it and didn't use it. It was already ours for the past like 3 years. I wish I had, because this would have been nice for Madeline to like use, because she was jealous of my little neck fan that I did take and was stealing it and everything, because it got really freaking hot and really sweaty, and this really would have come in handy. The second thing that I outright just didn't take with me was my blanket, the one that I have taken all over the world. It did not come with me to Japan because I was second guessing myself again for room in my backpack, and I don't know, y'all really got into my head, so I said I'm just not gonna take my blanket. Guess what? Everybody else in the whole freaking group, 40 people, like took a blanket, and I was jealous. The one on the flight was a lot thinner than I remembered, and just having like your piece of home with you in the different hotels would have been really nice. So I did not take Blanky with me. He didn't get to come with me to Japan. I'm so sorry. I wish I had brought you with me. I just was overthinking and didn't, and I really wish I had. Okay, one of the things that this suitcase is a champ. Okay, we ended up checking her in on the way home, because I bought another tote to put all of our souvenirs and stuff, so I use that as like my carry-on, and I use this as my check-in. This is a very good size personal case. It fit on the carry-on and the overhead bins on our direct overnight flight to Japan. It was not that heavy to lift. I packed a ton of stuff in this thing, so this was definitely a win. I did not buy this for this trip, but I did buy this same thing but a different color for my daughter for this trip. This was on and off buses. This was on a bullet train. We had to drag this all over different cities. This was a trooper, and it held out wonderful. Like it's not broken, or like it's a tough one. These also super handy to identify my suitcase. Again, we're in a group of 40 people, and just a navy blue suitcase is hard to spot. These luggage, I kept these on these pretty much the whole time during the trip. Number one, these luggage straps, these helped identify, yep, that's my suitcase, and it, you know, kind of extra security of like keeping the suitcase together, because like I said, it was jam-packed full of stuff. So definitely a good purchase. I will be using this later. It's not like a throwaway purchase. I'll just be putting this inside of the suitcase, and the next time we go somewhere that requires a suitcase, I'll have them ready. So my backpack, how did it do? Carrying this through several airports, from city to city, bullet train, everything. This thing was wonderful. This was, I think, the 40L backpack, and it fit under the seat. It was jam-packed full of stuff, and it fit under the seat of every airplane, bullet train. It fit nicely in front of me on the bus. This was not too much, and it wasn't too heavy on my back. I was able to carry this comfortably on my back while pulling my rolly bag, or I could slip it easily on top of the rolly bag depending on what we needed to do. This was a very good buy. I love all the pockets. It's sturdy. It didn't get filthy. Like, I really like how like cleanliness washability. It has this was really good. I stuck my what is it, umbrella in the pocket. Nope, it's still not in there. And it just has so many pockets and so many things. And I got a compliment on my little tassel. The tassel I bought separate, but I bought it because it matches like my this little luggage tag. It has my information on the inside of this. Again, for an identifier, I really like this. One of the other moms had taken my advice and looked into this brand. I think she got the 50L. Hers was really hurting her back and was like too big for her. This one is the perfect size. I don't know. It worked well for me having to carry a backpack, because I made the mistake when we did the UK of having a backpack and a weekender bag, and it hurt my shoulder so bad, and like my back was killing me. So I was like, I didn't want that to happen in Japan, because we had to carry our suitcases up and down flights of stairs sometimes. So yeah, this did not hurt my back. It was super functional. A+ buy. Definitely going to be adding this to my like travel section in my wardrobe. So I want to talk about all the meds and things that I bought. So I bought this cute little thing for meds. I ended up just dumping it all into this like travel pouch, just because it was hard to get in and out of everything. So this is a cute idea, but this worked just better, and everything loosey-goosey in here. And I would just, in the morning, I would take everything and put them in my little crossbody purse. I wear this every day, and this was so comfortable to wear. It didn't hurt my shoulder, and it actually held a ton of things, like everything I needed for the day. Maybe not water, but like my phone, my travel pack. One thing about this is, maybe I should have splurged for the new ones that have the cords that just like slip right out. Nicole, my sister-in-law, I guess, my husband's half sister, she had one of the new ones that like had little wires all automatically included in there, because I had brought this and then each day I forgot to bring the specific wire I needed. I think 2 of the days, which was very frustrating. So that was like user error. You definitely don't need to buy a new one. Like if you have an old one of these battery packs around, it's a good idea just to use what you had, which is what I tried to do, but I messed up a couple days. Okay, so in my little purse, we were required to have our passports on us at all times, just in case for some reason a government official or cop or somebody asked to see our passport or whatever. We had to we had to have it available to show. So I bought myself and Madeline one of these passport holders, and this worked out really, really well, because we had a place to like put our passports, we had a place to put our cards, and all of our like important documents. So this worked out really well to have. I'm gonna put this away and use it again next time if I need it. This little Kate Spade, I think, or Coach, this little Coach like little zipper pouch I use for all my money. I put 1 credit card in there, and then I use this for all of my Japan money, because I only brought $100 US dollars, and I got them to convert it in the airport at Tokyo. So I think it was like, ended up being like 100. It was like it converted over to like 150 American dollars. Like that's how much I got back in yen. Like, I don't know, for some reason it was like a lot of money. And that $100 lasted me the entire trip. We really didn't need to use yen for us, except for at vending machines, and in Osaka was where we needed to use the most cash, and a couple of those like little mom and pop shops, but most places took Visa, and Tap is what we use the most. But this worked out really well. So as far as my medicines go, I was like lead mama with all of my little pills, everything I took. As soon as we got on the plane, about an hour into the plane, one person in our group needed some Dramamine, so I gave them some Dramamine, and they ended up asking me for the flights home and for on the bus as well. I ended up loving the little let me see if I have any left. I had the little Dramamine motion sickness patches that I showed. I got them on Amazon and I just put it behind my ear. I wore it all day in Disney. I wore it on the buses and on the flights if I was feeling a little loosey-goosey. Definitely helped. Also, the Tums came in clutch. The Imodium came in clutch because I made the mistake of eating ice cream, and I know that I'm not supposed to eat ice cream. I'm lactose sensitive. I wouldn't say intolerant because I can have cheeses and things, but it was hot, and the ice cream in Japan is freaking delicious, and they have all kinds of ice cream. Like, they're big on ice cream. They had ice cream vending machines everywhere, and I was jealous of everyone eating ice cream. So one day I caved and I had ice cream, and my tummy let me know it wasn't happy. And it was also on a travel day, so it was the day that we went on the bullet train. I was suffering so bad that I ate a billion Tums Up, took some Imodium, and yeah, by the time we got on the bullet train, it was fine. So I was glad I brought all of those medicines. I ended up with 2 migraines. One was, I think, the morning of Disney. At 4 a.m. I woke up with a migraine. I took my prescription and it went away. And then our last night in Osaka, I also ended up with a migraine. I had to go back in early and take my prescription and everything. But overall, I was really glad that I took way too much medicine. and these Salud, basically liquid IVs plus immunity. I took this before the first plane ride, and on the way home I was getting like a little sick, so I took this as well, and I think it really helped me on my flights. Flight things, there's a couple like in-flight things that I bought just for the flight. This one I did use, the big blow up pillow thing. On the flight to Japan, I had an aisle seat. Could not sleep regardless. Could not sleep. Just my body would not let me sleep. I don't know if I was too jazzed or what. Could not sleep. Could not be. On the way home, I was feeling kind of sick and wasn't really comfortable. And I was stuck in the middle seat for the 10-hour flight back to San Francisco. Not all the way home. It was 10 hours from Osaka to San Francisco. And I was stuck in the middle seat. And so I tried everything. I think I might have like closed my eyes and just chilled when I blew this thing up. So this thing did come in handy. I'm not mad I bought it because I did use it, and it did help me get comfortable because my back was killing me in those seats. The foot sling, however, I did not bring out and was not able to use. I don't think I would have been able to use it comfortably just because the seats are so... There's not much room in economy and basic economy. It's just not enough room. I don't know. I didn't use this. It was only $12, I think. So still not a waste of money. I'll just put it in my like travel bag. The compression packing cubes. I actually do think this helped. I ended up just using one, and I brought one for my dirty clothes. We did have an option to actually do our laundry, but I think there was a couple like people doing laundry, so I didn't get a chance to do it. But one for like dirty and one for clean, and this did help like save space in the suitcase. I took plenty of pictures on my little Kodak Printomatic camera. I took a bunch of pictures on there. They're super cute. I'm glad I took it because it helped me with my little scrapbook that I brought as well. I think it's super cute. It doesn't take up much space, and it fit in my little pack perfectly, but I also could wrap it around and like have it hang like this sometimes when I was walking. I don't know where my umbrella went, but Madeline and I both packed our little portable umbrellas, and they came in clutch because number one, it rained one of the days. Number two, some people didn't have umbrellas and they were regretting their life, and it helps with shade on sunny days. A lot of the Japanese will walk around with, as long as the umbrella is UV rated and coated, it helps like shade you from the sun, and kind of help cool you down a little bit too. So we both had our umbrellas pretty much every single day. So this is how my electronics bag ended up looking. Again, it just kind of got shoved all in one bag. This came in clutch because I only needed to use one plug, and then I had 3 USBs. This was really nice to have, and it fits at home as well, so it's not like it's just a Japanese charger. I can use it here for whatever I need as well. this was the fan that I was like, should I even get? Is this worth it? This was worth it 1,000,000%. The humidity was awful. I walked around like a geeky behind tourist with this on my neck, and this was blowing. Oh my gosh. Amazing. Even Madeline was stealing it, which is why I wish I had brought the second fan or bought her one of these. I think I asked her if she wanted one of these. She didn't think she needed it. This was a good buy. It was hot. I did not end up using my tripod selfie stick, but now I have it for home, so I'm not like too mad about it. This sound machine, amazing. We use it every single night, and especially the nights that we were street facing and it got a little loud outside, we slept like babies because the sound machine worked wonderfully. It's small, it's compact. I didn't actually buy it for this trip. We just had it because, you know, I had a baby 3 years ago. So this, I'm glad we brought this. These little headphones, this is when people are talking about redundancy, because I brought three different actually kind of headphones. I brought wired headphones as well for the plane. Those were amazing because they plugged right in and like no problem watching TV and stuff. And I don't know, I just like those type of headphones for the plane. I brought these for my audiobook and everything. I think I only used these twice. I finished up an audiobook over there. And speaking of books, I finished up an audiobook. I finished up a Kindle book as well. This thing came in clutch as well. I really liked having it, except for I did get a little bit like motion sickness when I was trying to read on the train and the bus, so I didn't get as much use out of this as I thought I would, because honestly I was just looking at the scenery instead of reading. But I'm still glad I brought it and it didn't take up that much space. Headphones required, different headphones for different things. Like this, I like to, when I'm listening to my audiobooks, it's softer on my ears. I'm still really happy that I brought these. They didn't take up much space. I did not bring the big bulky case though. I did decide just to not take the bulky case, and I just kind of had them in the front zipper of my backpack, or I kind of carried them like this. These are my in-ear earbuds, and these have a microphone in them. So this is how I was able to do all my voiceovers without like too much background noise. So I did all my voiceovers on the trip with these little knockoff ear pods. And I've had these for a really, really long time, and I love these. So one of the things that I had heard was that they didn't have soaps, and they didn't have hand towels. So I brought these little things. I didn't have to use these once. They had soap. They had soap everywhere we went. I guess it was metropolitan enough that they had soap. And they didn't have hand towels or paper towels, but they had the Dyson, like maybe it wasn't Dyson, but they had the air dryer things that you could stick your hands in. So it really wasn't a big deal. I didn't need to bring a washcloth or anything like that. So this isn't taking up too much room, but I bought these because, you know, I had done research and people were like, oh yeah, bring a hand towel and bring soaps. We didn't need them. Not where we went. Another huge thing that I heard was they don't have any toiletries, and like you want to bring your own toiletries. So that's what we did. We have these jam packed, but let me tell you, we didn't need shampoo, conditioner or body wash. And they smelled good and they worked amazing at every single place we went. Now I don't know if that's unique or not, but in every single video or blog post or Reddit post I read, like, bring your own stuff. I could have saved a ton of time and energy by not bringing like 4 of the toilet, 300 milliliter toiletry size, 3 ounces or 100 milliliter each of the toiletries. I would have saved so much room. But I did end up using all of the makeup, the hand lotion, setting spray, hand sanitizer came in clutch. Like, I did use pretty much everything that's in this bag except for the hair, body, and conditioner. I didn't need those at all, so that was good to know. But you don't know until you get there. So it is what it is. Oh, I did end up using my jewelry organizer as well, so that was really handy. I did wear jewelry a couple days, like earrings or different necklaces and different things. Eventually I just was like, not wearing any of that. Oh, my shoe. Okay, so I bought these shoes. These are the Dr. Scholl's Time Out shoes, I think. I looked all on TikTok. I wanted cute but functional soft shoes. I did break these in before, you know, just taking them on a trip. Like, I walked around town, like I wore these to see how they would wear and everything. We walked 20,000 steps every single day, and I didn't rub. My blisters happened from my socks and the fact that we were just literally drenched in sweat because of the humidity, and the socks got bunched up or something underneath of my toes because I had blisters on the fat pads underneath my toes on both feet. It didn't really make sense to me where the blisters were, because I would assume it would be where the shoe was rubbing me, and what it was where my socks. I guess I didn't get good enough socks, or I just wasn't used to the humidity and all, like, how bad we were sweating. So I wasn't the only one that got blisters. Like, a lot of people got blisters because, like I said, it was like 20,000 steps a day minimum. It was crazy. It was crazy. But I brought these Croc slides, okay, as well, so I could just like wear them after the day of walking, because I've always been drilled into me, wear sneakers. The tour, our like group leader from our school, she's like, don't make fun of me, I'm wearing my flip-flops because that's what works for me, and that's how I do. I just wear flip-flops and I can hang or whatever. And she did great. So I was a little nervous to like wear these to walk in every day, because I didn't want to like get tripped up on them or like them come off my feet. So I ended up wearing these the last 2 days or 3 days with socks, and this was the magic combo. They're not as ugly as regular Crocs because, I don't know, they just look like slides with air holes in them. They don't get stinky like other slides. Like, I was an Adidas Cloud Foam slide lover. Like, they feel so good on my feet, but they would get so stinky from my feet and wearing them outside and stuff. These don't get stinky, okay? These wash off well. I'm a Croc girly now. These were amazing to walk in, okay? Like, they were amazing. And I wish I had just tried these sooner, and maybe my feet wouldn't have been in such like horrible shape. But these saved me. I wore these on the plane home too, and it was nice to be able to like take my shoes off. Oh, speaking of, we had elevation changes as well, and one of the girls, Nicole, I didn't know if I should like name her out here, but one of the Nicole, my sister-in-law, she can hang with the best of them. Like, she's done Disney, she walked around Vegas, like she's travels, like she can, like, it wasn't that she couldn't walk. We had a weird elevation change. Like, we went up a big, almost like that huge national park we went to, so we were like up a mountain, like parallel to like Mount Fuji, maybe not the peak of Mount Fuji, but like we were up pretty high. And then we went all the way down, and then it was like brutal heat after that, and she got so like discombobulated, her feet started swelling, which had never happened to her before. And the only time it had ever happened to me was when I was doing like Disney 10 years ago. I had walked like all 5 days and my foot like swelled up like crazy. Like, it was absolutely nuts. So she wished she had brought like some water pills or some kind of like diuretic to like help with swelling, because she didn't know. Like, she took some anti-inflammatory, she tried to put her feet up, but there was no rest. It was bam, 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 bam. It was busy day every day. You didn't rest till you went to bed at night, basically, pretty much. So like, she tried compression socks and things like that, but they never, I think she said they were still swollen a day or two after her flight too, because like it was just so much walking, which I'm not complaining about, but there was, like I said, there was really no downtime except for on the bus. Like, maybe we would have an hour drive here or there, like on travel days and stuff like that, and so there was no time for her to like relieve the swelling. So yeah, it was kind of scary for her. she's like me. She packs everything that she needs. Like we both had Dramamine, we had headache medicine, we had all that, but we didn't think about foot swellings or like blister problems. I did bring band-aids, and I used a ton of my band-aids. I had my hydrocortisone for like mosquito bites and things like that. She had Neosporin for cuts and stuff. I had some as well. I had some like antibacterial gel or whatever I packed in my bag, and alcohol wipes and all that, but we did not think about elevation changes and extreme heat that we're not used to. So that was one thing that we can just add on our list of things we pack next time we decide to go to another country and like hike everywhere we go. But hopefully you enjoyed this video, a comparison of what I did use and what I didn't use. Oh, my note, somebody made fun of me for my my travel book and my markers and stuff, and my camera. So like my camera, I'm not going to show you, but I did use that to like scrapbook as like we went along. I tried to take a physical picture as much as I could just so I could put it in my little scrapbook. But I pretty much used everything except for the foot sling. And I wish I hadn't listened, and I brought my blanket and the extra fan, because that would have come in so handy. What else? I think that's it. And I did a really good job of packing clothes. I had one dress and one shirt that I ended up not wearing, but everything else I wore, and I didn't overpack as far as clothes went either. So I was super proud of myself for that. It just meant that my my bag wasn't like crazy overweight. The only reason we had to buy a big tote bag for the way home is because we went to Don Quixote the last day, and we got a bunch of like Japanese snacks for our friends and family, and it was just easier just to buy a tote and use that as a carry-on. But thank you so much for watching. Hopefully this video was informative for you, to see what somebody that just came back from an overseas trip, to see like what I actually did use, what I didn't use, what I wish I had brought. So yeah. Oh, and my neck pillow came in clutch as well. I think I already put that away, but that neck pillow, so glad I brought it. I actually slept with it every single night. It kind of held my head in there, because not every single hotel had enough pillows for me. I'm kind of like a diva. I need like 6 different pillows to get comfortable, and we were on twin beds, so sometimes they would have 2 or 3 pillows, but sometimes it was only 1 pillow, and so my neck pillow helped me out at night. I could sleep with it. Just wish I had my own blankie. But anyway, don't forget to hit that like button, that subscribe button, that notification bell, so you don't miss out on any of my uploads. I have a lot of fun stuff coming on this channel. My sister's getting married, so that means bachelorette trip. Planning her bridal shower. We also want to plan a little, maybe like a little getaway for my husband, myself, and Malcolm and Madeline, maybe Gabe too if he's not working, after Christmas. So we have a ton more travel, and then, you know, the day-to-day life of a stay-at-home mom for the rest of the time. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys next time.